Institutional Ethics Committee. It is my privilege to introduce Dr. Sonopant Joshi, Director of Symbiosis College of Nursing, a distinguished academician and expert in the field of nursing and disaster management. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Good afternoon, all. So I'm standing in between your food and you. So I will be very brief, just 10 to 15 minutes. I wanted to just tell you some process and some formats which we have to follow, and because there are a lot of questions in the public forum that IR functioning of the IRC, functioning of the IEC. So how we are implementing the process, IRC review and IEC review, DIRC review. So we should not have any trouble in the forwarding the proposals to the various committees of the SIU. So basically some facts are there. So that I would like to put you in front of you. The inquiry process is different for different departments because various departments are there in the SIU. There is a medical college, there is engineering college, there are biotechnology, so public health. So lot of domains are there. And inquiry process, the research process is different at the different departments. So that individual researcher and individual mentors will decide how to write a proposal or how to put the objectives and what is the methodology. So that has to be there. Then another thing, power analysis should be done because most of the thing, because I have for the preparation of this workshop, I was just reviewing the many review letters, and what I found is there are a lot of suggestions regarding the sample size calculations. Because many times the researchers are not in the position that this much of adequate sample size or not. So we have to use the power analysis. So that particular research has to be justifiable by putting the adequate sample size. So that is another thing. Adequacy of the documents. So most of even the IRC committee members are also facing the trouble that the adequacy of the document means all the documents which are required for the review. So these has to be submitted and in a adequate way and in the completeness way. So this is another fact. Then observational studies are also having the high risk. So people are asking, I'm just doing the survey. Why I should do the consenting or why I should submit it to the ethics committee? But certain times, even the observational studies, even the surveys are having some risk component. So that we have to see as a ethics committee or as a IRC committee, we have to look into it. So scientifically deficient proposal by default unethical. So even the Guisar also explained about that. The science is involved in the research. So we have to see the scientific way. So for that matter, we have to go through the IRC and IEC. And all approvals should be obtained before the data collection. So many times the researcher comes to the ethics committee. We have collected the data, we have prepared the manuscript, we have sent it to the publisher. And now the publisher is asking the ethical approval. So at that time, for both the committees, it is very difficult to give the retrospective approval because we don't know what you have written in the manuscript and what you have done in the data collection. So at that time, it is very difficult. So it is better that you have to get all the approvals before the data collection process. So then common reasons for the correction in the proposal. So what we observed, it is just a gross things of inappropriate research design, lack of scientific rationale, insufficient sample size, weak data analysis plan, and post facto approvals. These are some of the observation what we have seen in the last 3-4 years. So that we have to see. So that there is a research governance. So every researcher should be the owner of that particular research. So we have to have the quality, safety, and integrity in the research. So that individual researcher is the first ethics committee member. He or she should see into it. It is not any violation of the rules, or there is no any harm to the participants. There is a safety, there is a quality of the research. So that has to be there. So the role of IRC looks after the scientific quality, and the IEC looks after the ethical soundness and participants. So many times what happens, in the ethics committee also some discussion on the scientific component. But what happens if suppose the unscientific proposal comes to the ethics committee, definitely the ethics committee has to see that scientific rigor of that particular proposal. So review process is needed to prevent unethical practices, ensure the compliance to the national and ethical, international guidelines. So that is the purpose of. So institutional research committee is a in-house committee. It is every department is having the institutional research committee, and the members are also from the cadre professors, and which ensures the quality and feasibility and provide guidance on the methodology and the resources. And it supports the collaboration with the other institutions. So that is the institutional research committee. So the role and responsibility, it is already circulated. I don't have to just read it. Everybody is knowing what is the responsibility of the IRC. So composition also it is already given, and many institute this IRC is functioning well, and I appreciate that IRC looks after the proposals in the scientific way, and there is a director, deputy director, 1 or 2 professors, and 2 to 3 subject experts to be nominated by the director and the assistant professor, member secretary, and hope every institute is having this IRC composition in the scientific way. Even we can add some external expert also, if it is a practicable for that particular institute, they can add the external expert in this. So the documentation, so that all the now it is covered by Dr. Ganga Khedkar and Dr. Gui sir, that whatever the proposal should include in that. So it is research proposal, informed consent form, research tool, source of funding, and financial requirements, if any. So that all has to be submitted. And then what we have seen in the October 2023, we have taken one special meeting along with the IEC members and some few management members also. And we have decided that the approval format from IRC to directly to the IEC. If you can send it to directly to the from IRC to IEC, it will again reduce the time span when the IRC gives the approval, and then the researcher will stay for some time, and then they will approach to the IEC, and then the time lag will be there. So it is better that IRC should send directly to the IEC. And even the DARC also we have inculcated into IEC. So that is the principal decision is taken in the IEC meeting itself. And then the documentation will be done later on. And Dr. Yogesh Patil is here, who looks after the DRC. We can have the question answer at the last. So if any problem is there. So, and this is the protocol we have set for this SIU faculty members. So that research data and subject discussed by the researcher, then the preparation of the draft proposal by the researcher as per IRC, then it will be submitted to the IRC, and the IRC gives the approval for that. And then after the approval is given, then it will go to the IEC. And then submission of the revised proposal document by IRC to IEC, BHR, or whatever they applicable, whether it is a clinical trial or whether it is a biomedical and health research. And invitation to researcher for presentation before institutional ethics committee of SIU approved by IEC of SIU. Then application of the proposal to DRC if applicable. If the DRC is applicable only for the data which is collected from the Symbiosis International University. So that is whether patients are there, whether the students are involved, whether the faculty members are involved, then only the DRC come into the place. And then after the approval of the IRC, IEC, DRC, then the commencement of the research should start. And this entire process, right from the approval of the IRC to IEC and commencement of the research, it will completed within 100 days. So that is protocol we have made at SIU, and it is circulated by registrar of the university to each and everyone. So it is everybody's property. And even I will show you where the SIU website and where this form you will find. So just see, these all are on the SIU website. All formats are there. Even the constitution of the clinical trial, constitution of the biomedical health research. Then there is a down. Take it down. Yes. See, these are the flow chart. You can open the flow chart. First, second. So this is the flow chart is already there on the website. Go to the first. Is that one? Correct. Yes. So it is a circular sent by the registrar, circular number 6 of 2023 to all. Down. Come down. Yes, this is the constitution of the Institute Research Committee. What is the composition? What is the how the meeting is conducted and how the approval is given? Come down. Yes, but wait. This is the function of the Institute Research Committee. Go down. This is the format how you can send the application to the IRC. So go down. Yes, documents which are required to submit to the IRC. Then Institute Research Committee, go down. This is the proposal writing format. Then this is even we have given the format how to give a approval for the research proposal. Format of approval and recommendation by IRC to IEC. So this they can send. Go down. And the informed consent form. It is a template which is given. So, but the informed consent form is different for the different researchers. Maybe for the clinical trial may be different, for the biomedical health research is different. If you are using AI with some medical component, so that consent form may be different, but the component should be the same. Go down. See, this is all the components. Go down. Assent by children, how the assent has to be there. Go down. Yes. And then even the Marathi version is also given for the local language, those who are conducting the research in the public health domain and the community people. So this everything is given. Okay. And this is one of the important component. And we can see in which category your research falls. whether it is an exemption from the review. So what are the requirement for the exemption? So this also is given, come down. When there is a less than minimal risk, we can exempt from the IEC review, and we can give you a approval directly without any presentation. If the even Gui sir also explained that to whom the waiver is given, if educational program is there, anonymized data is there, retrospective data is there. So at that time, you have to just send the proposal to the IEC, and we will give the approval and the waiver for the IEC review. Then there is a this one is the expedited review. Those who are in the minimal risk, like asking the questions, surveys. So these are falls under the expedited review. For that also, you don't have to present in the ethics committee. It is only by the circulation. And the third category, where there is a full review is there. So all research proposals presenting more than the minimal risk that are not covered under exempt or expedited review should be subjected to the full committee review. Some examples are research involving vulnerable population. Now we have a lot of discussion on the vulnerable population. When the vulnerable population is involved in the research, we have to go for the full review. So that is the mandatory as per the, this is as per the ICMR guideline. Even in the ICMR guideline 2017, this everything is there. So these are the some of the things which are there. Okay, so this is what I wanted to tell you. This all formats are available, and now the very renowned expert have spoken regarding the ICMR guideline, regarding the NDCTR guidelines, and even all the formats are there, and so that we can improve the quality of our research. And this is all for the today. And thank you very much for the Ganga Kedkar sir, Dr. Gui sir, Dr. Aditi, for the excellent deliberations. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for that brilliant deliberation of yours. I now request Batra sir to kindly come forward and felicitate Joshi sir.